good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aisha Nishay. This is Beautifully Bougie. Today I have story time part 2 of my toxic boyfriend / story time. He called me a hoe. So if you haven't seen part 1, go check out part 1. It's about 19 minutes of your time. Y'all, it's so hot in my office right now. Ridiculous. So don't mind the sweat, but we're gonna get right into this story, okay?
I've been running circles all the time, but I want you.
Let's get into this story time. We ain't even gonna waste your time. Okay, so we are going to start back at the end of the last story time. So once I told Tay that like I was not going to be with him, I did not want to be with him no more, he definitely was butthurt. And then I probably seen him like 1 or 2 times right after the whole situation had happened, when he came to my house and he was mad because I was like, dude, like, I'm done with you. You think it's a game, but I'm for real done with you. So at the tail end, probably like the last 2-3 weeks of me and Tay, I started talking to Romy. Now, Romy wasn't your typical hood dude. He was just very emotional for no reason. And he caught feelings really, really quick. And I told him in the beginning, like, I'm not looking for anything serious. Even though I was telling my best friend, like, I wanted a serious relationship. When I met him and we was cool, and we was like seeing each other on the regular, I realized I did not want a relationship with him. So I never pressed the issue of getting into a relationship with him. So he would text me and be like, what's up, babe? What's up, baby? All that type of stuff. You know, the cute little pet names. And like I would tell him every day, at the end of the day, I'm not your girlfriend. And it would piss him off. But it's like, if I'm sitting here telling you as a female, knowing exactly what I want, that should make you even more attracted to me. But not to the point where you're telling me that you love me after 2 weeks of knowing me. And he was not happy about it. Like, he really wasn't. When I started to realize that like Romy was like a little cuckoo in the head, I started talking to Tay again. I know y'all probably like, girl, why? I only started talking to Tay again because like he just started to do less crazy toxic things. Like, he would come and call me and like we would just be on the phone like chilling. But I didn't know where Tay lived. He wouldn't tell me who he lived with. And I didn't know if it was because of me telling him in the beginning, before we even start messing around 9 months prior to, that like, I feel like I just don't want to be no bum. I don't. And I don't think that makes me wrong. I don't think that makes me stuck up. I don't think that makes it seem like I have high standards. I just want to be with someone that's going to have their own and ain't got to always constantly depend on me to get it for them. You know what I mean? And he never asked for anything from me. If anything, like, he would be like, hey, did you cook? I'm on my way. That is really about it. And I ain't got a problem with feeding anybody. But Tay will only ask me to like cook him food, cook him breakfast, cook him dinner, like things like that. And I had no problem cooking for him. Like, I can cook. So like, that wasn't an issue for me. But he wouldn't tell me where he lived. And I had got concerned because of the girl that was calling his phone. And I just kind of took that for what it was. I was just like, well, you don't want to tell me, you don't want to tell me. So he ended up moving back to Maryland with his father and working on his trucking company. So around this time, I had a pregnancy scare. And I thought I was pregnant by him. But then I was like, well, I could be pregnant by Romy if I am pregnant, because I had sex with him as well. So things was looking a little sketchy for me. And I was like, okay, I need to calm down. So that's after I had talked to my girl. My girl was just like, well, do you want a baby with him? And I was like, no, I don't want a baby with him. No. So I let Tay know one day when he was on the road with his dad coming back to Indy. I was letting him know, like, I think I'm pregnant. Like, my period is not came. And he was like, is that normal for you? And I'm like, hell no, that's not normal for me to be missing my period, or my period is not coming at all. And it did end up eventually coming. And it stayed for a long time. But like I said, he had been throwing my birth control pills in the trash, and he had been throwing them into the toilet. So my period was messed up for a total of like 32 days or something like that. So I can do a story time also on my birth control experience, because I did one on my main channel, and it's been some years since, well, like a year or so since. So I can definitely do a video on that. But anyways, I kind of was just like, what in the world? Like, I really thought I was pregnant, and I would have knew who the baby daddy was. I really wouldn't have. So after that, I stopped messing with Romy. and he was pissed about me not messing with him. So I'm not messing with Tay Tay. I almost said his name. I'm not messing with Tay Tay. I'm not messing with Romy. And I kind of was just like chilling, you know. And neither one of them understood why. Tay Tay knew why, because I told him, I was like, I don't want to be pregnant by you. I don't want to be pregnant by him. I don't want to be pregnant by anybody. Not right now. I don't have a ring on my finger, so we're not doing that. So, okay, let's fast forward. A few weeks go past, and I let Romy come over, and he spent the night. And that was the last time I seen him in person, the night that he spent the night when he washed his clothes. And he was like, I want to come over. I got to wash my clothes. I got to go to work in the morning. Like, can I just come, you know, do that for the day or for the night? And then, you know, I can leave in the morning. I was like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. So he came. He hung out with my best friend and me. And, like, me and him ended up going to sleep watching the Boondocks. So he had woke up that morning at like 4 or 5 in the morning. And he was like, oh, some dude named Tay Tay called your phone last night when you was asleep. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I spoke to him briefly too. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. So I'm about to go. I'm like, okay, that's no problem. But like I told him, like a week before that, I was like, I am still talking to my ex. Like, I am still talking to him. I am still not like dealing with him, but he does come over here and he does lay in this bed. And he was like, well, if you gonna be mine, if I'm out here telling people that you my girl, how can you be da-da-da? I'm like, when did I ever say that you was mine and I was yours? What? And then he told me, he was like, girl, I love you. You really got me messed up in the head. You got me all twisted. I'm like, when have I ever told you that I was with you, like, in a relationship? Like, you come over to my house, I cook for you too. Like, I'm chilling. Like, we ain't really did nothing crazy. Like, we had sex like twice, but like, outside of that, when did I ever make you think that we was more than you coming over and me cooking for you? Like, what? So Romy got mad. He was like, all right, I'm about to get my clothes. I'm about to bounce. I'm like, okay, no problem. So by this point, I had started talking to my now current boyfriend, right? Anthony. I started talking to Anthony around this time, and I don't know, Tay Tay still was in the picture a little bit because he really wanted to be with me. Like, he really wanted to be with me. So much so, months into me in a relationship with Anthony and him had spoke, you know, that was texting back and forth because Tay Tay just didn't understand that I didn't want him anymore. Like, you showed me I couldn't trust you. Romy wasn't anything serious due to the fact that I didn't want to be with him. Like, he was just basically a rebound to something I got to next. You know what I mean? And I kind of made it clear at the beginning of that, but he just didn't want to accept it. So when Anthony and Tay Tay had like contacted each other, Anthony was just like, hey bro, like, she done told you, like, she's not with you. But Tay Tay was like, I love you, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Like, just sending me messages back to back to back to back to back. After Anthony already told him, like, dude, it's me and her now. So I sent him, Anthony sent him a picture of me and him kissing. It was one of the first pictures that me and him ever took. Dude was butthurt. But recently, like almost 2 years later, this dude is still on my Snapchat, still stalking my Snapchat. And I know it's him because he changed like the main name that you see when you like scrolling through people's snaps, like that big top name. His username, obviously, you know, you can't change that, but he couldn't change that. But I knew it was his because I remember what his username was. So yeah, it was a crazy ride to get to Anthony, but I'm gonna eventually tell my story on here about how I came to be in a relationship with Anthony because we are really, really solid, and that's gonna be my husband. Anthony is gonna be my husband, period. But I don't know. I feel like the road to end with Tay Tay was easy because it's like he, in the beginning, really didn't show me too much as far as wanting to be in a long-term committed relationship. He didn't want to be my family. As far as Rome, he was a rebound. Like, that's just what it was. And he was butthurt and that I wouldn't let him come back to my house. He was upset about that. And I just, you know, I just realized, like, I don't have to date two people at one time to know who I like. I know I didn't like Rome enough to date him and be committed with him because he was married. Not like, okay, he was separated. Let me not say I was messing with a married man because I was not messing with a married man. He was separated. She had moved on to somebody else. She was dating some like older dude, because she was like 30, 32. and Rome was like 28, 29, and her new husband, because she didn't remarry, her new fiance, because she was getting divorced to Rome, was like 50 or 60 years old or something like that. So he was looking for a rebound. I was looking for a rebound, and he just so happened to really be my rebound. Yeah, I think that wraps up this story about my toxic boyfriends. I can't talk about my high school boyfriend because that was a 5-year-long mess, and I think I can do multiple videos in that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's chill, laid back, and I'm gonna put some really cool music to go in the background. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click that bell, press all to get all my notifications, and I'll see y'all in my next one.